Alexander was born in 356 BC in Pella, Macedonia. He was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. Alexander's real father was the Greek god Zeus, due to which Alexander was considered a god. He became a disciple of the great philosopher Aristotle in his teens. Alexander was adept in mathematics, wrestling, history, geography, logic. He was also excellent in military matters. In 336 BC, Alexander's father, Philip, was murdered by his bodyguard Pausanias. At the age of just 20, Alexander claimed the throne of Macedonia and killed his rivals before they could challenge his sovereignty. He also suppressed the rebellion for independence in northern Greece. Alexander wanted to establish his power over the whole world, so after conquering Greece, he went to conquer the whole world. From his accession to the throne, Alexander had grown up with the idea of invading Persia. His official reason for conquering the Achaemenid Empire was to lead the Greeks to liberation, to liberate Greek cities along the Anatolian coast and the island of Cyprus from Persian control, and to avenge the Persian invasion of Greece under King Xerxes. Alexander was widely successful against Persia. Battle of Granicus fought in 334 BC in modern western Turkey. Alexander advanced along the coast of western Turkey, defeating an army of 20,000 Persian horsemen, capturing cities and depriving the Persian navy of bases. Battle of Issus. This important battle was fought in 333 BC in modern western Turkey. The battle was fought near the ancient city of Issus. The Persians were led by King Darius. Alexander's army defeated a Persian army twice as large as his own, and by executing King Darius, established his rule over the world's largest empire. War with the pharaohs of Egypt. Alexander moved southward across the Mediterranean Sea, depriving the Persians of their naval bases. Several cities, however, surrendered, such as Tyre, on an island in modern-day Lebanon, forcing Alexander to occupy it. Alexander entered Egypt, which had been under Persian rule for 2 centuries, in 332 BC after capturing Gaza. He founded the city of Alexandria on Egypt's northern coast. Alexander had himself crowned pharaoh in Memphis, the capital of Egypt, and through a traditional ceremony attempted to link himself to the line of Egyptian rulers. King Abi of Taxila invited Alexander to attack India. After several days of bloody fighting, in which Alexander suffered a serious injury to his ankle, the fortress of Massager fell. Alexander not only massacred the entire population of Massager but also reduced its buildings to rubble. A similar massacre occurred at Ora. After the battles of Massager and Ora, many Ascanians fled to the fortress of Onos. Alexander pursued them and, after 4 bloody days, captured this strategic hill fortress. After Aeonos, Alexander crossed the Indus River and won an epic battle against King Porus, who ruled a region between the Hydaspes and the Acaemenes in what is now Punjab, at the Battle of the Hydaspes in 326 BC. Alexander was impressed by Porus's bravery and made him an ally. He appointed Porus as satrap and added lands to Porus's territory that he did not previously own, stretching southeast to the Hyphasis. His local population helped him control these lands far from Greece. Alexander founded 2 cities on opposite banks of the Hydaspes River. Porus's army had an elephant who fought bravely against Alexander's army, and Alexander dedicated him to Helios and named him Ajax because he felt that such a great animal deserved a great name. To the east of Porus's kingdom, near the Ganges River, was the Nanda Empire of Magadha, and east still further was the Gangaridhya Empire of the Bengal region of the Indian subcontinent. Fearful of facing other larger armies, and exhausted by years of campaigning, Alexander's army mutinied at the Hyphasis River and refused to advance further east. This river thus marks the easternmost limit of Alexander's conquests. Alexander sent a large part of his army, under General Craterus, to Carmania, and appointed a fleet under his admiral Nearchus to explore the coast of the Persian Gulf, while he led the rest back to Persia by the more difficult southern route along the Gedrosian Desert and Makran. Alexander reached Susha in 324 BC, but not before he had lost many men in the harsh desert. On the 11th of June 323 BC, Alexander died, at the age of 32, in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar II in Babylon.